Black Box Productions.
Neighborhood to my neighborhood. It was the homie C-Day the other day. It was good to see social media do somewhat a reminiscent run of what they gave up when it was passing. I was expecting a little more. It's like, the general culture, the culture in general seemingly have forgotten about the homie in a sense, which is not unusual with the deceased, but you know how we do it around here. It's cuz Black Box. Cuz walk these grounds more than once. On my mama. He calls this to be holy ground, just like Crenshaw and Slauson. On my mama. Let's see what have I said it? Cause it sure is a blessing to politic in the black box and blow a secession like we usually do about this time. On my mama. Where the word of the day at? I got some extra loaded up. I know it ain't Monday, it's Tuesday. I'm a day late. So I got a little extra loaded up more than normal. Not because I was trying to, just because of the way the schedule worked out. So hope y'all don't mind if I hold y'all a little longer than normal. At least if I'm going to be like a preacher, I'm going to be one that keep it a Google and tell you all the time before I get cracking. We might go a little longer, so you might want to call and tell baby not to start warming that food up not so fast. So my mama, malaise, an indefinite feeling of debility or lack of health, often indicative of accompanying the onset of an illness, a vague sense of mental or moral ill-being. Challenging to use in a sentence at this point. I probably should have wrestled with this one a little bit ahead of time. An indefinite feeling of debility or lack of health. Let's just go with that. Malaise. I guess at the onset of COVID, the symptoms would be to be in a state of malaise. I'm not sure if that's an appropriate way to use that in a sentence or not, y'all. Don't get me wrong. With these words of the day, I'm not necessarily teaching them to you. We learning them together. I ain't, my mama, it's a process. Just think about when you scoop up sand. You take your hand and you grab something. You hold it like this. A lot of it's going to fall. That's the same thing with developing and building your vocabulary, especially the process we use in one word every few days, and it's not a repetitive exercise attached to us remembering the words. So of course they're not going to all stick, but in the same sense that the sand comes through your fingers, I believe some of it is stick, even if it's one or two words. It'll be an increase in vocabulary, and an increase in vocabulary is just an increase in your ability to communicate. And communication is key in so many things, especially in relationships. It doesn't always have to be verbal communication, but communication develops understanding, whether it's verbal or not. So in order to communicate is essential to establish an understanding, to reach a bottom line, a common ground, to have any idea what the other person's interests are in any situation. Communication is necessary. So, we just trying to build our vocabulary. Not that we don't dumb it down constantly, commonly, all the time. We are not always attempting to speak to the highest levels of our ability. If you find me, I find people in the comment often telling me, you trying too hard to speak smart or use big words. And then I just go back to how all my life I've been taught. James Brown, I seen that, Cash Absolute. All my life I've been taught to try my best at everything you do, especially in front of the public. So when I come on a platform in front of the public, I'm not attempting to show off, but being aware of the wide, vast potential listener, I'm not going to limit my conversation to a vernacular that only serves me in certain environments. I have to expand my vernacular for some of those that are listening who perhaps cannot consistently keep up with just our language or our ebonics. just because you are not capable of switching it up. When you're with the Romans, you speak like the Romans. And I am aware of the fact that it's not just us listening. And I'm not going to come in front of the world and speak to the lowest level of my ability. I feel it's my duty to speak to the highest level of my ability when you present yourself to the world. So, yeah, if it feels like I'm trying hard or it sounds like I'm trying hard, I hear some people say I talk lazy and slow and I'm dragging it. Then some people say I'm trying too hard. Can never please everybody. And I'm not really trying to please anyone but the people who are already pleased with me just being me. When I return to these platforms, it's because I have developed a group of people who appreciate me. And those are the people now that I cater to. I'm not trying to acquire more people to like me. If that does happen through the natural process of me being consistent, then that is a beautiful thing. However, I have already acquired enough people that appreciate my presence here that it would keep me doing this forever. And, you know, growth is always the goal. It's always appreciated. But just keep in mind that it's not my main goal to acquire more believers or more people following me or people to agree with me. I'm here to share my thoughts with people who just so happen might already agree with the principles that I stand on, and just so happen to be a public platform that I am personally inviting people who tend to agree with the sentiments that I express. Anybody else, onlookers, hating and all that, y'all doing what y'all doing because that's what y'all choose to do. Oh, my mama, I'm not really tripping on none of that. That's not why I'm here. But, you know, it is what it is. You always going to have every part of the situation if you are actually doing what you claim to be doing. So I kind of appreciate the whole process, the whole experience. Oh, my mama, what is it, Tuesday? It's a perfect day to play that, oh yeah, huh? Oh, my mama. Instagram be on one. Like, you gotta watch what you say, bro. Because I already am realized that, you know, certain things that you like is gonna cause a pattern with the algorithms. And then that type of image is gonna pop up more often on your timeline. So I know, you know, a little secret between me and y'all, don't tell nobody. I done like the few pictures of pretty pedicures, females. I love them, right? So I'm used to seeing them come across my little timeline. However, I had a conversation the other day with my son, who's a teenager and don't quite understand my interest in that portion of the female anatomy. He kind of think it's funny and he laugh at me. I'm trying to explain to him, you know, what it is, the appeal and all that. And then, since then, bro, it seemed like Instagram don't want to show me nothing but feet. I'm like, damn, man, they think you were like a real weirdo. Like, I mean, it ain't like that. IG, y'all could back up. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I understand y'all listening, though. You got to be careful what you say on these phones. They listen to everything. Oh, yeah. This unreleased. This being my boy BS. This gonna be on my new thing. I think we're gonna call it Bay Machiavelli. Why not? You Digger Lies, Black Box Productions. VJ Keyway. He is I.I.S.E. It's the most eastern.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up.
Marathon OG and the Russian cream. Whole team counting thousands, it was just a dream. Big blunts to the neck, get me high quick. In the trap, watching shotters on the fire stick. 4K, 60-something on the inside. Pastrami and chili on the French fries. Piecing up for the homies on the inside. Evil East side, in hood, could've been died. Liberated, cause the paid lawyer litigated. Mitigated, keep the cognac refrigerated. Getting faded in a 5-star, niggas hate it. Last time I demonstrated it was nickel plated. He ain't had no win against the 4 fin. Just went on one, and I'm down to go again. But then, I'd rather sip tequila. Kick my feet up, turn the beat up, never put my heat up on E.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah, I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up. Oh
Big
yeah.
hands on the baseball cap, I'm from the Mac. Styrofoam cup full of Remy Martin, all cognac, no taste. I used to duct tape the 38. Riders hanging out where it ain't safe on a Tuesday. Patron bottles, Magnum hollers, we get it in. Active like every day, not only on the weekend. Baby say she can't swim, just put your feet in. Take a shot of this tequila and stay away from the deep end. But death though, I'm too deep in. Mafia, on that BS, Blue Smurf and Baby Spotter. Gold rag around my neck or in my pocket, can't give it up. Blam on me in the function, wish I would put it up. Got me turned up, thinking about the old days. Homie and op, remember all my head up fast. But then, I'd rather chill and kick my feet up. Mafias and ECs, the real riders link up.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days.
With Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.